I am glad to have this opportunity to present to you who I am and MC at this event. I grew up in a loving home with my mom and 3 siblings, and she instilled in us hard work and dedication. And as a kid, sports was my everything. I developed sports as a hobby I developed at a young age. It's funny because I remember playing basketball in my room, like visualizing 5v5, but all I had was like a pair of socks and I made it into a ball and I was using a clothes basket. I was just trying to do anything I can give to my love to the game. I graduated from Advanced Technology Academy in 2016 and soon after attended Schoolcraft College to earn my MTA. I then tried to transfer to a university. Honestly, I chose Wayne State because my mom didn't want to see me go and I didn't think I was ready. However, after all, I think that was the best decision I ever made. I had a time at Wayne State. During my time at Wayne State, I became a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and I did service, we gave back to the community, and I was winning shows. Also, I had the incredible opportunity to work for the Detroit Pistons as a team attendant for 2 years. At this time, I was working courtside with some of the players across the NBA. I even had a chance to have a conversation with LeBron while we was on the away side, and that was an unforgettable moment that the little kid in me would have wanted. In the midst of that, I started working for Developing Kids during my freshman summer in 2019. If you all don't know, Developing Kids is a nonprofit based in the city of Detroit that gives to the youth and to their families, specifically ages 4 to 24. We help during school, after school, even post-secondary. Anything we can do to help the kids. I began as a GDYT worker and quickly fell in love with the work. Mentoring kids and witnessing firsthand the impact on helping youth and teaching youth can help on building character. I then met my CEO, Ms. Kimberly Johnson, and she was truly inspiring, as I saw how much growth and success can come from dedication and hard work. She is honestly a great role model for the youth and for our team. Every summer after that, I continued working with Developing Kids until I turned 25. I eventually was offered a year-round position while finishing my last year of college. I even interned as a sports recreation coordinator during the summer with Developing Kids. After that, I was a full-time sports and recreation coordinator for Developing Kids. Teaching youth sports every week opened my eyes for the future I want. A future where I give back to the community by building up young athletes with the same passion and opportunities that shaped me. Thank you for allowing me to share my story and who I am today. I'd now like to introduce our first speaker. To get the ball rolling and welcome us once again to this wonderful facility, please welcome the Senior Vice President of Corporate Communications, Corporate Citizenship, and the DTE Foundation from DTE Energy, Paula Silver.
Is Deshaun amazing or what? So impressive. Thank you for that. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to DTE for the kickoff of Grow Detroit's Young Talent, especially on a morning like today when the driving was a little challenging. We're very excited to have you all here to celebrate the launch of this year's program, a program that's so critical to our local youth as it empowers the professionals, leaders, and absolutely change makers of tomorrow. So youth career education and experience ensures participants are set up for a successful future. Through this program, young, talented students are prepared to step confidently into their future careers equipped with knowledge and expertise. The impact of this program goes far beyond career readiness. It fosters meaningful and lasting connections between young talent and the professionals who mentor them, creating a supportive network that helps them grow and thrive. And we all know how important networking and support is for these young children. At DT Energy and DT Foundation, we deeply value our partnership with Grow Detroit Young Talent, recognizing the significant impact the program has on the youth of Detroit. Since the beginning of our partnership with GDYT, DT has employed nearly 500 interns, providing them with real-life professional experiences in areas like human resources, IT, operations, marketing, and more. The DT Foundation, the philanthropic arm of our company, is equally committed and grateful for its long-standing partnership with GDYT. Last year, the foundation granted more than $400,000 to support Grow Detroit's young talent, and over the past decade, the foundation has contributed over $7 million to the program. Together, we are building a brighter future for our city, one where our youth are equipped with skills, confidence, and support they need to succeed. Again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Ms. Silver. Can we give her a round of applause one more time for allowing us to be in this facility? And now, I'd like to introduce you to our next speaker. It has now been 10 years since the mayor launched Grow Detroit's Young Talent as a citywide summer program for Detroit youth. Since the first year, tens of thousands of young Detroiters, including me, gained experience and confidence that have allowed us to take our first steps on our career paths. This year, and what it will now be the 11th GDYT summer, a further 8,000 job experiences will take the total number of opportunities made available to well over 85,000. Please welcome the man who all got it all started, our mayor, Mike Duggan.
Well, good morning and welcome to year 11. This has become such an important part of this city. 8,000 young people who wouldn't otherwise know what they're going to do in the summer get a chance to work their first job and to get that paycheck, which is no longer a paycheck, it's a debit card or direct deposit card. When I see the young people in the street and I said, you get your paycheck, they laugh at me now. But this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to give our young folks the opportunity to know what it was like to go to work, and it's remarkable. A couple of weeks ago, I was at Henry Ford, and I met a young doctor who told me his first job was GDYT. After 10 years, we've got GDYT members who have started their own businesses, and you got great stories. It is about knowing what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So my first summer job in high school, I was on the back of a garbage truck in the city of Southfield. And I was motivated to go to college after that summer. Drayshawn's first job with GDYT, he was put with some young people in a developmental camp. And today, he's the full-time director of recreation activities at that same company that he started in our summer job program. You never know where these opportunities are going to take you. And I want to thank Paula and DTE and all of the sponsors. JP Morgan has named this the #1 summer jobs program in America. And the reason is this: you don't have to navigate 100 employers in the city of Detroit. All of our employers are on one site. It's GDYT.org. You click on it, it says if you want to apply, you click here. If you're a company and you will take somebody for the summer, you click on that. It's as simple as that. And to know how popular it is, we quietly opened the site at 8:30 this morning. We've now passed 200 people who have enrolled before we've even done this announcement. But I would say to parents, grandparents, tell your young people, get on and register. We'll take the first 8,000. And I tell you how much things have changed. Our first couple years, there was no such thing as a mobile app. This first event, we would be at churches, and it would be a line 2 blocks long of parents and children, friends with children, to come to a workstation with one of our guides and enroll. And the third year, we started to develop the mobile app, and the line got so long, I went out and said, look, this is a new thing, but there's this mobile app if you don't want to wait this hour-long line. I watched as all of the kids took the phones away from their parents, went on the mobile apps, enrolled themselves, and left. Today, there's no lines. You just go to the GDYT.org website, and we will have a spot for you this summer. And so when I see you out on the streets in your T-shirts this summer, stop and tell me what you're doing, how the summer's going. And Drayshawn, congratulations to you, and thank you for hosting us today.
Thank you, Mayor Duggan. Can we give him a round of applause one more time, please? What an incredible speech. If I was a youth watching this, that should have motivated you. Okay, our next speaker was elected member of the Michigan House of Representatives in 2014, representing the 5th House District, which includes much of Southwest Detroit. He was first elected a member of the Detroit City Council in 2021. A graduate of Detroit Public Schools, he volunteered as Director of Literacy Program for Young Children through AmeriCorps in Northwest Detroit before being elected to a public office, and we are delighted to welcome her today. Please give it up for the City Council member for District 7, Fred Doral.
Well, good morning to you all. Today is just an exciting day. We have the opportunity not only to celebrate an amazing program like GDYT, but also we have the opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to our youth here in the city of Detroit. GDYT is such an amazing program because we all know that the path to success also involves having the opportunity to be successful. A program like GDYT allows for that opportunity by placing folks, our young folks, into jobs, into experiences that broaden their horizons so they know how business works, so they know how the city works, and so they can have an idea of what they want their lives to be. Since GDYT, we're talking nearly over 80,000 young youth in our city who have had that opportunity to push their path forward. And this is a path that leads to colleges and careers. This is a path that leads to success for them and laying the path for their future and their families. And so I am very happy to support a program like GDYT. I know members of the council have been happy to support this program as well. I want to say thank you to a lot of our sponsors, DTE, as well as all of our other public-private partnerships who have poured so much into Detroit's future by investing in their youth. What I would say to our young folks here today, please keep going. This city is yours. My favorite GDYT story is someone who works for the city of Detroit in the mayor's office, who had an opportunity to participate in the GDYT program. And what that lets you know is a program like GDYT does not just open the doors for our youth to participate in this city, but it opens up opportunities so they can continue to drive our city forward. And so thank you all. Please continue to support this program as I know I will, as I know the mayor will. Thank you for your vision, Mr. Mayor, for this program, and let's keep it going. God bless you all.
Thank you, City Council Member Doral. Can we give him a round of applause as well? Detroit youth can participate in GDYT anytime from the ages of 14 to 24. When we enter high school, we start to consider what we want to do when we graduate, whether that is beginning a career or doing vocational training or going to post-secondary education. Our next speaker is probably more aware than anyone here today of the value of being able to get experience that allow us to make informed choices. Please welcome the Deputy Superintendent of Detroit Public Schools Community District, Alicia Merriweather.
All right, good morning. Come on, this is Detroit. Good morning. This is a great day as we announce the next iteration of Grow Detroit's Young Talent. And I want to start by just kind of reiterating some points. Opportunity and access. Opportunity and access. Those are things that young people need. It's not that we lack talent, we lack opportunity and access. And Grow Detroit's Young Talent allows opportunity and access to industry spaces and people which allows young people to expand their network, to learn skills, to get feedback before they make choices. That is what we are appreciative of in Detroit Public Schools. So Detroit Public Schools Community District has been building career academies, career pathways for a few years now. So when you look at the infrastructure that exists in the city of Detroit that allows our young people to learn things in school and then work someplace in the summer, that actually allows them to continue in their passions. And quite frankly, as the mayor said, sometimes you learn what you don't like to do. And for all of us that are doing things that we love, somewhere along the way we learned what we didn't want to do. And that's a really important thing, because sometimes you think you want to do something, get that experience, you say, you know what, that's not what I want to do. And it's better to learn that early than to be miserable as an older person. So those opportunities that young people have in this city really give me great joy. So I just want to thank all of the sponsors who really support this program. It wouldn't happen without you. So thank you for your support. We look forward to hearing more stories. These were great stories this morning. We look forward to hearing more stories. And I'm going to end with this. An investment in a person is never a waste. No, never. But an investment in a young person gives dividends for generations. And that's what this program does. So thank you for supporting our young people. We're all in this together to build a better, stronger Detroit. And we want to see young Detroiters become older, successful Detroiters that are making this city better. This is one of the ways we do that. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Merriweather. To close today's kickoff event, our last speaker is the CEO of Detroit Employment Solution Corporation, the city's workforce agency that has now been responsible for managing Grow Detroit's young talent since launch 10 years ago, and has turned the program into a national model. This year, a further 8,000 young Detroiters will find opportunities through GDYT that for many of them will be life-changing. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to develop my public speaking skills here today. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the kickoff for this event and this awesome program. Please join me in welcoming the President and CEO of DESC, Dana Williams.
Good morning, GDYT funders, partners, and friends. Personally, I have had the opportunity to be really close to this program. I was working right here at DTE Energy at the start. I heard the mayor's vision for the first time, worked with some of the leaders of this organization, as well as other partners and folks around the city of Detroit to help it to come to fruition. And so it is truly an honor to be before you here today. I both helped to fund the program as well as to help build the experience for the young people themselves. Some of them even had a chance to work for me. We'll have to ask them how that was. So I am here today with a call of action as we close out. There are so many ways to get involved. And if you were as inspired as I was today, every time I hear these young people, every time we have a wonderful MC like Deshaun that we had here this morning, it makes me feel better and better about the work that we're privileged to do every day. So if you want to get close to it, again, GDYT.org. The first opportunity, of course, is if you want to be a financial contributor. And that is as a philanthropic organization, a corporate partner, or an individual. This is a wonderful program. You've already heard the leaders here today talk about the power of investing in young people. And so if you have those sorts of resources, again, GDYT.org. The second opportunity is, of course, to be an employer and to provide the work experiences for these young people. They need to see all Detroit has to offer, and Detroit has a lot to offer. We want to make sure that as they build their education here in the city, that they're going to stay here and build their careers and eventually their lives. And then third, if you want to volunteer, we have career exploration events, we have orientations, all sorts of ways that the young people are going to be able to get ingrained into this program. And so if you've got hands and heart and want to contribute those as well, please do. So again, today we ask you to go to GDYT.org. Check out the stories and click on one of those buttons the mayor mentioned to be able to join us along this journey and continue to investing in the future of Detroit, which is the future of our young people. Thanks so much for coming today.